Hey everybody. Alright, we're going to do some energy check-ins by zodiac. We're going to start with the sign of Capricorn and get an idea of current energies, how they are affecting you. So, we are in Capricorn season. Sun is transiting Capricorn. We've got Venus retrograding in the sign of Capricorn currently. Could be bringing up themes of the past loves, past mistakes in love, or with money. Not suggested to make major beauty changes at this time with Venus in retrograde. You may not enjoy the outcome. Alright, so let's get an idea for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If the reading resonates, take it. If it doesn't, it's not for you. Check your other placements, and let's see. Overall general energy for Capricorn at this time. It's Christmas Eve as I record this reading. So general energy. Contract did pop out reversed. We'll see how that plays out. That's Libra energy. Love. Capricorn love life. Anxiety was in the reverse. We'll see how that plays out. Health. Let's talk about health for Capricorn. Victory. It was also reversed. I'm not sure if I'm going to take reversals today or not. Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel at the bottom of the deck, which does represent the throat chakra. So, Capricorn, let me see. So you could be looking into new contracts of sorts. Getting rid of what doesn't work, making room for what does work. This could have to do with a lot of things. This could be business related. This could be signing a new lease and a new home. This could be, like a binding contract such as marriage. Either way, it is on the forefront. With this energy in the reverse, it would be speaking on breaking off from old contracts, okay, things that didn't work. This can even go back into soul contracts depending on what we're looking at here. I kind of get the sense, though, you're definitely making room for that, that which needs to be cut out is going to be cut out, so better opportunities can come towards you. Anxiety in love. It was reverse. What are you worried about? What are you anxious about? Maybe, for those of you who are in a relationship, you could be anxious just about whether or not you can sustain this relationship. Those of you dating are just nervous right now. With this in the reverse, this is a better energy. It is an 18, which does come to a 9, which is a finality. So you may be kind of releasing some of those old worries, old anxieties, possibly brought in from previous relationships, or just forgiving current circumstances. Victory in health. This is positive. Even in the reverse, I would take this as a positive. Maybe you feel as though you're not where you want to be just yet, but that's not to say that you are not going to reach your goals. It's a 28, which does come to a 10, which is a finality. So I do see progression. I do see, again, certain things that were not working out are going to be released, so better things can come forward. So now that we have an idea of some of the general themes, let's get into the main spread. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. It's just kind of my go-to lately. It gives us all the information that we need, I feel. Alright, let's get into it. Current energy for Capricorn. Where's Capricorn finding themselves at? this current time. Eight of Wands, communications, getting some plans and ideas out into the universe, basically. This could be a very realistic Eight of Wands, meaning a lot of text messaging, emails, sharing information, really planting seeds and really like putting a lot out there. You know, you may have a lot of goals and aspirations, and you're really shooting your shot. I kind of see here. What is the overriding energy? The Hierophant, that's Taurus energy. And this is a card of spiritual commitment. Okay, some of you may be having anxieties about furthering a commitment. Okay, when we have the contract and anxiety up here, perhaps you've been grappling with it, but you're kind of like moving towards, all right, I know now what is right, what's the right move, what's the right direction for me to do. So that is, I'd say, pretty positive. Everything does seem to be progressing nicely for you. What is it that is heavy on your mind? The Knight of Swords. It's not my favorite energy to have on the mind. The Knight of Swords is very chaotic. And with this anxiety up here, you know, this could be the anxiety, literally. I mean, it's a mental problem as it is. And this is what is heavy on your mind right now. The Knight of Swords is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and it's chaotic and it's hard to decipher. Like, whoa, it's a whirlwind. So you've got a whirlwind going on right now. You know, you've got a lot of plans, a lot of hopes. You're really shooting for success and for victory. You might be, because of this Venus retrograde happening in Capricorn energy. I feel like, excuse me. I mean, I feel like a whirlwind of what ifs right now. And while you're playing and going through all this whirlwind of what ifs, make sure you're factoring in what if things went right? What if things were successful? What if, you know, I am making the right moves, you know? Because that's pretty much what I feel is a lot of what ifs. I feel communication is important at this time with your throat chakra and the Eight of Wands. It's important to be communicating your wants and your unwants equally. Don't just let it sit and like simmer in your mind. You got to do something with all this information. Past energy, the Page of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This is an offer, you know, a gift being offered here. This is past energy. So I think you're anxious about what ifs. I think there's something, I think your current reality is actually, I think your anxieties are what's throwing you off here. Because I do see pretty positive energy for the most part. Now, moving towards the future is the Ace of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So, you know, taking a chance here. I feel like you're being very guarded. Four of Pentacles, this is typical to me, Capricorn energy. It's like, no, I'm gonna sit tight and hold on to my coins. I don't wanna risk losing any, you know, of my hard-earned money or status, or it's just really a sense of being closed off. But with the Ace of Wands here, there's like an energy to push through it, push past it, and to take some risks, take some chances. Now when we talk about money and finances, it's important for us not to be too rigid, because then we tend to block the flow of abundance and, you know, money coming towards us if we just sit and you know, keep ourselves closed off. So some of you could be taking a new job. You know, I could see that happening here, trying to get all the details in place. At the same time, now it seems like there's a lot happening on all fronts so far. What's in the subconscious? What's in the subconscious that is kind of secretly ruling the situation, as above, so below. What's going on below the surface, Capricorn? The wheel, Jupiter energy, divine timing. Okay, things are actually really falling into place for you. You are exactly where you are meant to be. This is Jupiter energy, and it's very benefic, and Jupiter brings gifts. Jupiter's transiting in Aquarius, about to move into Pisces. And what else is Jupiter doing? I don't know right now. But irregardless, this is a positive card to have here. Now the thing with the wheel is sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, but the wheel's in a constant flux right now. I feel as though you could have anything that you want. You just gotta set your focus on that which you want and away from that which you don't want. Okay. I feel a upswing of energy, though. The choices that you're making, how are they affecting your current reality? That's too many cards. The choices that you're making, how are you affecting your circumstances? The Ten of Swords. See, there's that anxiety. This is a card of just being worn to death, just betrayed, hurt, wounded. It's a finality with the 10. I see up here another 10 with the victory. What are you doing? What are you, I feel a bit of a push-pull happening. It's not surprising, honestly, from a Capricorn. No offense, Capricorn, but you tend to be a little more realistic to the more negative aspects of life sometimes. Probably because you've been through a lot of shit. You've had to work really hard to get everything that you have, and people have taken you for granted in the past. And, again, it's like you're removing, past pain and blocks. You're moving past it. You truly are, but you're exhausted. Yeah, I see so much energy. So I think this is mental with the anxiety. I think this, I think you have, so you've got scattered thoughts, you've got anxious energy happening. This is all mental body. Now, when our mental body is scattered, what we should be doing is giving our mental body an outlet. Journaling, writing, singing, poetry. I don't know a whole ton of Capricorns who are poetic, depending on the chart, of course. Now, I can't say that's true for all. But it's important for you to do something and get an outlet for all of these stressors that are heavy on your mind, okay? Because it's truly your mental energy that is your drawback here. Because everything actually seems to look like it's going very well. Now, again, we have Venus retrograding through the sign of Capricorn. When we have a planet in retrograde motion, it will kind of force you to go within and kind of do some cleanup work. So I think that's probably what you're feeling, is the opportunity here to really do some cleanup work with old, outdated thought processes that are still running, old hurts, concerns, and worries as you move forward into new. It's important not to bring that past baggage with you. So work it out so you can have all of these blessings that are around you. You're anxious about something, probably a lot of things. I think you're anxious because we have the anxiety up in the love position We have contracts over here, the Hierophant. I think you're afraid of opening up in a sense because of worries, old worries. Old worries. Okay. How are you being viewed by others? The Ten of Pentacles. So others see you in your glory. This is definitely Saturn energy. Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. This is abundance. This is like the end all be all. Somebody sees a lot of worth in you, or a lot of people see a worth in you. Do you see your worth, Capricorn? I get the sense that in a sense you do. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Ugh. I'm getting over a bug and it's really gross. Alright, so yeah, I mean, everybody around you sees your potential. And I'm not certain you're seeing it though. You're so anxious and worried. Some of you have got Virgo in your charts, and that would be the reason. What are your hopes and your fears? Seven of Cups. If you're making the right choices. Now, this is a card all about choices. Are you making the right choices in love? Are people who they truly say they are? Are you who you truly say you are? Can you deal with the more negative aspects of others around you? Or, are you making the right choices? Are you acting out of integrity? Do you have a lot of options and choices? You just want to make sure you're doing the right thing here. Outcome. What would be the outcome for Capricorn? Outcome, please. Oh my, we have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So, some of you do have choices here. Some of you are choosing between two people. You want to be sure you're choosing the right option for you. Now, again, doesn't have to mean that at all. The Queen of Wands is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Queen of Swords is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So some of you are making decisions and putting some energy forth. It's like, okay, this is it. This is my choice, and now I'm moving forward with this choice. It could be in a sense of partnerships. It could be, it could be a lot of things here. Court cards often do represent people. So some of you, it is a choice between two people. It doesn't have to be, of course. Everybody's different. I'm going to do some clarifying and we'll get to the bottom of this. Seven of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Patience. Patience is definitely needed right now while your investments pay off. So some of you do feel, invested in just bettering yourself financially, bettering your status. All right, let's see here. Alright, we've got the Eight of Wands with the Hierophant for your current energy. Some of you have had, you're putting a lot of plans out there. You could be really committing to your spiritual practices. Hierophant is Taurus energy, can represent commitments of all sorts. So, with the contract and the Hierophant out, I mean, we would be looking at, long-term commitments and all sorts here, and like really putting the energy out. But at the same time, I feel some push-pull that usually tends to stall and halt our progress. So let's clarify this Eight of Wands and the Hierophant. The World. I don't know if I want to read reversals today. Saturn energy, that is your ruler. Justice. Okay. Some of you are dealing with, court situations, needing to bring balance and fairness into your reality. I think that you are being dealt a heavy hand right now, and now you're just trying to maneuver through it. I mean, that's really all that we can do. We're dealt circumstances, and then we have the free will of how we navigate, So I feel like that's what you're moving through currently. Hold on. Oh, I took a picture. That's not what I meant to do. Hold on. Okay. Had to pause. Okay. You're trying to do the right thing. You really are. And what is this? Is it that the right thing might not be, I don't know. I think I like this energy. At first I wasn't sure if I was really feeling it, but I think I do like it. I think that, you're taking the high road here. It's like the right things to do. You're not really seeming to going backwards into like old, say you're in a situation and the old you might have reacted in this way, but the new you, your evolved self is actually making different choices. You're really closed out a certain chapter of your life. But yet, at the same token, you seem to be kind of stressed out, freaking out. I don't know. Heavy on your mind. We've got the Knight of Swords, 9 of Wands. This is pretty stressed energy, pretty brutal, closed off. It's like you've really been through some shit. Okay, you got to do something with all of this wounded energy that you're carrying around. It's heavy on your mind. I think it's like you're like, in one token you're like, I really feel great about the way my life is moving. I'm really enjoying everything that's coming, yet at the same time, like, why am I so stressed out and worried, and like, why is my mind all over the place? Why am I so anxious? And again, you have a planet retrograding through your Capricorn energy, giving you a chance here to do some cleanup work. That's not always fun, doing that introspective work. We've got the King of Cups just popped out here, past energy, so I feel as though this is earth sign, water sign energy. The King of Cups is a very emotionally stable king. He's very open-hearted and loving, and with the Page of Pentacles here, I feel as though a lot of you are opening yourselves up emotionally and offering yourself, and for a Capricorn, it would be, I love you, so I bought you this gift type of a thing. You know what I mean? It's for Capricorn, it's all about providing, being a provider, very stable energy, and not for everybody. Not everybody can handle the Capricorn work ethic. Some people need somebody around 24/7. In Capricorn, you're not really the type. You got shit to do. You know what I mean? But I feel as though in the past here, you have opened yourself up, and you are, you're emotionally making an offer towards somebody, something. I think that yet as you open yourself, and you have moments where you close yourself back off out of fears and worries of old stuff, It's not really, this is something you have all the potential right now to clear if you choose to focus in on it instead of like letting your mind just go chaotic. Excuse me. Alright, so moving towards the future. We have the Ace of Wands and the Four of Pentacles with the Six of Swords. So there is positive movement here, okay? I see you kind of gaining control of your worries and thought processes, and moving towards something, but you're just being very cautious. It's like you're excited. This is exciting, and then at the same token, you're like, ooh, I don't know. Might turn out like that one time with so-and-so when they did this, so I don't know. I better just retract my offer. Let me draw one more card here on the future energy for Capricorn. Alrighty. The Lovers and the Eight of Pentacles. Everything's fine. Okay? Okay, so let's see. I'm reading for a big group of people. So for those of you who are in a new relationship, or have a new partner here, I think that you can relax in the choice that it's a good choice, okay? I think that you have potential here to really have somebody who understands you, your work ethic, and your reservations, why you have reservations. And that's honestly, it's like that's the kind of partner that we want, is somebody who understands why we are the way that we are, where we're coming from, our past, wounds, and all of the things that make us us. For some of you, it's a furthering of a deepening of a partnership, a deepening of a commitment. You're choosing to move forward, put in the work. Okay, so whatever you're moving towards in the future, I honestly feel as though you've got the right connections, you've got the right people. The people you can be, the people you can be yourself around, who understand you, who are going to support you, not try to take from you. As I kind of get that sense in the past, you've been kind of burned. Now you have a stigma. I see that all the time. I'm guilty myself. Okay, in the subconscious, we have the Wheel and the Nine of Cups. Your blessings are here. Honestly, do you understand everything that you've been praying for, hoping for, wishing for, that it's like right here? And like you're really doing it, that you have this? You're freaking out. Why? I'm sure. I mean, I get it. I don't really necessarily feel sabotage energy. I think your mind is messing with you. It's all your mind. It's all on your mind. You got to do something with all of that mental energy. Because I think you've got good stuff, though, honestly. I really do. How you are affecting your circumstances. The Ten of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, repeating card. Listen. This is new, this is better. What's in the past is in the past. You've got some awesome potentials right now. Hone it in. Get focused on what you see, the end all be all. When you're the family the legacy you leave behind, the family you create, the money you've stacked up over time, despite anyone having tried to deter you or take you down. you're persevering and you're moving through it, and I think everybody around you sees that with the Ten of Pentacles here as well. Everybody else sees you doing big things, and little do they know that you're kind of mentally torturing yourself the whole time. Okay, so how you are being viewed by others. The Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. That's freaking cute. Like, I mean, people, want to be, you've got something, you've got some beautiful offers here, like an offer for long-term happiness, commitment. This is really sweet energy. This is how others are viewing you. I mean, others are seeing you as just like a package here, just sweet and successful and has big goals. And I like it. I think that with the Page of Pentacles back here and the Page of Cups here, I feel as though you've got nice communication going when it comes to the, the romance factor, at least. There's a lot of communication happening. And it doesn't have to be just on the romance level, but just, on a friendliness level. You've got a lot of opportunities here for you. Your hopes and your fears are the Seven of Cups, so, this is a double-edged sword, your hopes and your fears. And again, am I making the right choices? Is this truly what is best for me? The Knight of Wands. This is kind of some playa energy. Are you ready to give that up? Your options, your choices, that free, that willing to just be like, whenever I want, I can just go do what I want, when I want, with who I want. If you put yourself into a committed situation and you take that off the table, are you going to be able to handle it? Are you going to mess it up? You may be questioning yourself here. You could also be questioning those you are becoming involved with. Okay? So, kind of, again, a double-edged sword, but these are your hopes and your fears. And so, again, you kind of got to take it with what it is. Are you ready? Are you capable? I don't think that, I don't think anybody wants to move in towards anything and, commitment and all of these things, knowing full well that they're just, as soon as they, see something that looks good, that they're off to it. You know what I mean? Same thing, you don't want to get involved with anybody like that either, so this feels kind of like a big deal. There's a runaway vibe with the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands. It's kind of like, don't pressure yourself into anything. I do feel like you're a little back and forth, but for the most part, I feel like you've pretty much got your mind made up. I think that there's just like, because we have the Venus retrograde moving through Capricorn, I really do feel as though you're just revisiting old patterns, history, things like that. So they're running through your mind, and yeah, it's kind of your only deterrent right now. It's not like anything I'd worry too much about. This is an opportunity to clear these things. They're being shown to you so that you can put a little energy and focus into whatever this is and kind of move past it. So the outcome, we have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. Let's clarify these queens. The Nine of Swords, anxieties. Some of you do have options and you are very worried about making the right choice. Okay, so for those of you who, I might have to hone in a little bit on this and see, do you want to go with the honest, assertive type, the no nonsense, or do you want this passionate, fiery, adventurous type? But worry. I need to look further into this. Let me draw a couple more cards here for the outcome. Outcome. The Tower. What on the... the Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Truth. Honesty. You know. Needing to do things from integrity. Wow. This is some very worrisome energy. And I don't really like that it's in the outcome. I think a lot of you are really scared of giving up freedom of sorts because of situations from the past. You know, like, things are not going to go back to the way that they were before. What's meant to fall is going to fall. Some of you are leaving somebody for somebody else. Not for everybody, okay? A general reading, so take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, that's not your story. Some of you, this is actually leaving behind those cruel thought patterns. You know, what I've been speaking on, those old, ancient, like outdated, worn... so for some of you, this is an ex who tormented you and really, you know, left you in a weary mental state where, you know, the things they said could have been really harsh and crucial, critical, made you feel like shit, okay? Some of you may be moving on with somebody who's warm and passionate and soulful and spiritual and feisty, yet you have all these anxieties and worries, knowing full well that nothing will ever be the same, and this whole thought and idea of just being alone forever is kind of not... You know, is that what you want? I don't know. I guess that it really depends on each person. I mean, a lot of you are just kind of damaged, and we all are. So, you know, are you open and willing to work through past circumstances? Let me draw one card from the Shaman's Dream Oracle to wrap this reading up for Capricorn. Let's wrap this reading up. Like, as I read this, like, I mean, I've got a lot of sinus pressure right now, but I feel a headache, you know, like, what are you torturing yourself for? Honestly, I think that your worry is going to be the downfall here. This could be a little bit, I mean, I do see some sabotage energy for certain. Perfect Storm, the courage to step into life, 44. Interesting. Let me pull this. I'm going to read from the book. Excuse me. Perfect Storm. An invitation to act now. The courage to step into life. Sheltering from turbulence. When the perfect storm appears, it cautions you to be ready for an exciting, if turbulent time. The winds are picking up, and you need to make sure that you are close to the eye of the storm, or you will be buffeted by gusts that may take you far from where you need to be. The key is to remain centered and balanced and bear witness as the forces build in intensity. Notice how the loose stuff is starting to fly around and recognize how little of it you truly need. Let go of those thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes that clutter your heart and cloud your mind, when the storm will be absolutely perfect for you. If you wonder what you might lose during the perfect storm, know that it is those things that are most attached to that, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, If you wonder what you might lose during the perfect storm, know that it is those things we are most attached to that are taken first, as if life were trying to unburden us of our righteous self-importance. Let it all go with the wind. The less you resist the change brought by the perfect storm, the happier you will be. Ride the winds to your next destination. Embrace the rain or snow. Remember that every time you try to argue with nature, you lose. The perfect storm can also be a call for you to seize the moment. There might be a great opportunity that you need to take advantage of right now. Carpe deim. Here, time is of the essence. It may be gone shortly, so do not hesitate. Go ahead, bite off more than you can chew, and take the storm on in all of its terrifying greatness. Experiencing the fullness of life, you will succeed. Interesting. That really ties into your outcome. You're anxious here with the Tower. Very, it's similar to that perfect storm. Nine of Pentacles is a very successful card, though. When I see the Pentacles, which represents money, earthly belongings, I see a lot of really positive stuff here. So finances to me look really good. I think that it's just a matter of not losing yourself in the midst of all the changes happening around you, trusting that everything that's happening is actually divine, things that you've prayed and hoped for. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, Capricorn.